All
We
right.
are live.
Yes.
So welcome to Klaus Sin Live. My name is Klaus Sin with eXp Realty, and today I have the honor to interview Nick Krem. Nick built his virtual media company for real estate agents into 13 countries and 50 states using organic media. So if you have any questions after this video, reach out to me or reach out to Nick. You can find the link to the description in the description actually. Nick, I appreciate you giving us the time for this interview. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, so am I, Klaus. I'm really excited to be doing this with you. And just to see you getting on camera and starting this new segment, I can't wait to see what you do next with it.
Cool, awesome. Now I know from my own experience, Nick, that your company strives to make social media easy and it's
Yeah,
breaking it down in simple systems for agents to use.
right.
But before I dive into that, why don't
My real estate journey has been a little bit different than most. So I started off in real estate at a call center. So I started doing every agent's favorite job, right? Knocking the phones every single day. So I started off calling. At one point, I was up to 15 hours a day on the phones. I'd be calling
wow,
on 8 a.m. on the East Coast all the way to 8 p.m. on the West Coast. What I didn't realize during that time is you name a CRM, I was in the back end of it. You name a value proposition, I pitched it. You name a brand strategy, I learned it. So during that time, that's where I really got a lot of my real estate knowledge. And I learned how important branding is in the process, and especially when it comes to conversion. Because I'll tell you what, I was managing about 70 clients at the time as I continued to move up in the company. And there was one thing that always happened. It was never the leads why we were doing well. It was never the amount of time, the caller or the agent. It was the brand. Because when we call and we'd say, hey, I'm calling on behalf of Nick. And they're like, who's Nick? I've never heard of you before. I could read off their social security number and they'd still claim it wasn't them. Right. And then on the other hand, the agents who had a big brand, I call and it was like we were already friends, even if it was a circle dial lead, the coldest lead. So that's when I
cool.
started working with branding on agents and I started my own company. Fast forward about 3 years, here we are. And in less than a little over 3 years now, 13 countries, all 50 states, all using our organic video strategies.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. And I also know you're coaching the top 1% of agents. So
Yeah.
I know the internet is full of so-called social media experts. What makes you different?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it really came together when I was watching a video that Steve Jobs did. And he was talking about what most companies do. Most companies, and it really resonated with how companies are in real estate, these social media, these gurus, and a lot of these other platforms. What they do is they create a product or they create a shiny object and try and force it on real estate agents. They don't account for what the day of the life of a real estate agent is, how much you're on the phone, how much work you have to do, the late hours. And their basic strategy is if you drop everything you're doing and use our service, it's going to work. Well, you can't do that. You have clients and people that you have to be accountable to. So what we did is different. We looked at what the real estate agent's life looks like and the problems they have, and we came up with solutions for it. One of the biggest things that we do is I try and stay away from the word easy for the reason that easy is different for everybody, right? I can get on the computer and start editing videos and make it look easy. That doesn't mean you could get on there and do it, or anybody else for that matter. We try and make things simple as possible. And one of my mentors always said, give agents the minimal effective dose. What's the
Okay.
smallest? Yeah. What's the smallest amount that they have to know in order to be effective on social media? I'm not going to go and train you on everything that I know on the back end. I'm going to give you exactly the action that you need and nothing more.
That's pretty cool. Well, I think I'm a veteran in real estate. I'm in real estate since over
Yeah.
25 years here in South Florida, and I did very well.
Yeah.
And I always had the opinion, you know what, I'm doing well. I do not need the social media crap. I think I'm a certain age, I was
Yeah.
not born in that social media thing, and
Right.
all I know is Facebook with my kids. So but business has changed
Right.
significantly, especially when it comes to lead generation and attraction and all that, and
Absolutely.
especially in the last few years, more than ever.
Yeah.
Why do you what would you say why social media is so important today, more than ever?
Yeah. So, like you said, it was always moving in this direction. We all kind of saw it coming. Social media is big. You got to be online, you got to be on video. But with COVID and the way the world turned, where everything went virtual for about 2 years, the timeline of how important it was just sped up, right? People, what we realized is during that time when everyone had to stay home, people were forced to make buying decisions online. Big buying decisions, not just, some things off of Amazon. Everything in their life became virtual. So it's transferred over to real estate. People are more comfortable choosing the real estate agent online more than ever. There was an article that Inman came out with at the beginning of the year, and they said over 80% of people by the end of the year are going to choose their real estate agent based on online, based what they see online. So what I always tell agents is this: look, when people look up a business or a place, they go to Google for it, right? But when they look up an individual, they go to Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
So my question to agents is this: if you go to your Facebook and Instagram profile right now, solely based on the information that's there, would you hire you? That is your digital resume. That is what people are basing your success if they're going to choose you as their real estate agent.
That's pretty interesting. And to be fair, Nick, I think I was very skeptical when I talked to your team first. I think it was you. If I even understand all those things, I mean,
Right.
I want to sell real estate, and I don't want to work, learn all these technical aspects about how to do this, how to do that on the computer.
Right.
That's not me. So what would you? And I know from experience now in working with you guys that you make it really simple. What would you tell an agent who is not that computer literate as all the young people today? Do they have to be afraid of that?
So I understand the fear and where it's coming from, because I'll tell you what, we've done our research. We didn't plan on making this entire company and doing what we're doing now. We were looking for other people and other companies to hire to do a lot of these different services. We weren't trying to recreate the wheel here. We just didn't find it. We didn't find the people. We didn't find the companies that were making it simple, that were giving people exactly what they need and nothing more. It was either a complete done for you solution where truthfully, it didn't really help the agent. It was kind of plug and play where it would be a personal brand where like at the end of a video that they make that everybody gets the same video, your picture pops up and that's customized. Or on the flip side, they would ask you to learn everything and do it yourself. And, I understand that agents, I understand where the fear comes from. Look, you guys didn't get into this business to become experts online and social media. Like you said, you've been in the business for 25 years. It wasn't even a thing when you began. And now it's starting to come into the picture. And I'll tell you what, there are agents out there right now. And if the agents out there listening can think for a second, there's an agent out there right now that you probably see on social media that's not as skilled, that's not as good, and not as much of an expert, that is getting more business strictly because they're online. And I believe that the expert agents, the ones who are truly good, have a duty and obligation to the end user, which are the homeowners and the people looking to buy and sell, to get online. Because if the expert agents don't go online, people are going to start working with bad agents who are just on social media. So the people who are experts who don't want to make that decision, don't do it for yourself. Do it for the homeowners out there that need you, that need your services.
That's a really good comment, because sometimes I ask myself, how did this guy get that listing? This is ridiculous. They don't know anything. And I'm not saying they shouldn't get a listing, but now you are your own testimonial, really, because you use that exact system to build your company, as we said, in 13 countries and 50 states in a very short time. And I think that speaks for itself. What can an agent expect if they contact you today for more information? Are they going to be bullied in to buy something, or what is that process going?
No, that's a great question, because, I know I've been on the other end of that as well, where I call a company strictly because I'm in discovery mode. I know I need something and they try and force everything on me all at once. I'm like, this is what I need. That's not why I called. What they can expect, they'll talk to my guy, Chad, over here. He's one of our lead reps, and he'll be able to just figure out where they're at and where they're trying to go. We have a plethora of services, and we also have a lot of free training. If we believe they need some of the training and some of the basics to start, we're going to offer the training and make sure they get what they need. When they reach out to us, what we try and really do is get them to first believe in themselves to get on camera. Because if you don't believe that it's important, and if you don't believe that it's the future, and if you don't believe in yourself enough to get on camera, we can't help you. Because I'll tell you what, we can give you all the tools, give you all the training to make it as simple as possible, but people have to meet us halfway, right? So what we'll do though, what we will do for people, anybody who reaches out, whether you're 80 plus years old, or just getting started in the business, 18, 20, we will make it simple. We built our systems, and I'll tell you what, some of the times I sent the trainings that we have now, a lot of the trainings that we do and the processes that we have, to my grandma. And I would ask her, can you go through this? And if she couldn't, I would be like, all right, where are you getting held up at? What do you need help with? So then I began to learn, because there was an age-old saying, you got to make it easy enough for a second grader to do it. That doesn't apply anymore, because second graders are better at technology than us. I have to make it easy enough for my grandma to do it. So what I will promise you is we will make it simple. We will help you every step of the way, and we will get you on camera and get more business.
Right. Well, I need to say, I started with free information. I don't even know how I got there. I think it was GoGo. And then I got my digital business card, which was awesome, and I love it. And I never got a sales call or anything from you guys to push me to do anything. So I had to reach out to you anytime I wanted something. And the support is, I don't want this to be a sales video, but the support is really awesome. Is there anything you want to add before we wrap up?
Yeah, I will add something. Like I said, I believe it's a duty and obligation to all agents out there. If you believe that you're an expert, if you know that you're one of the top in your profession, to get on camera. Don't think of yourselves. Also think about, if you do get on camera and your business will go, you will get more business. How many more people can you help? How many more people in the community? How many more families? Think of the family out there right now that is not working with an expert, that picked them off online, that is struggling, that is hurting, that is having problems, that is having issues, and all that unneeded stress. Or if they just got on camera, they could have chosen them. So don't do it for yourself. Do it for the homeowners and all the other people that you could help.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate that. And I want to give a big thank you to you and for doing this interview with me, and your entire team, really, for helping me and supporting me, because I couldn't do it without you guys. And for our viewers, if you can reach Nick at nickkrem.com, or you can reach me at klausdin.com. And thank you for watching, and reach out with me or with Nick with any questions you have.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me, Klaus. Like I said, I can't wait to see what you do with this and all the other experts that you bring on.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.